The house stood as a skeletal silhouette against the midnight sky, a silent sentinel of decay. A lone figure paused before it, drawn in by an unseen pull. The porch light, a dying ember, flickered erratically, throwing a web of long, distorted shadows across the overgrown yard. With a slow, deliberate zoom, the camera drifts toward a second-story window, half open and gaping like a mouth, offering a tempting, terrifying glimpse into the profound darkness that waited within. Inside, the silence was heavy, broken only by the hesitant creak of floorboards underfoot. As the figure moved deeper into the oppressive gloom, the edges of the frame seemed to warp and bend, a subtle visual distortion suggesting that the very air was alive with unseen presences. A sound, less than a whisper and more like the memory of one, slithered from the shadows, an unsettling murmur that seemed to originate from everywhere and nowhere at once. It was a faint, chilling invitation. A dusty, age-spotted mirror hung on the wall, and as the figure passed, their reflection twisted for a heartbeat into a grotesque, shadowy parody of their own form. They froze, turning back to confront the image. But the glass showed only their own startled face, the reflection now perfectly normal. A cold knot of unease tightened in their chest. Something was fundamentally wrong here. Continuing on, the figure placed a small, familiar object, a silver locket, onto a dust-covered end table, a small anchor in this sea of uncertainty. The screen cuts to absolute black for a disorienting second. When the dim light returns, the table is empty. The locket has vanished, leaving behind nothing but an unsettling void and the lingering impression of its absence. At the far end of a dimly lit hallway, a door began to creak open on its own, revealing not another room, but a wall of impenetrable, absolute blackness. The whispers grew in intensity, coalescing into a sibilant, beckoning chorus. Drawn forward against their better judgment, the figure slowly approached the threshold. Just as their hand reached for the frame, the door slammed shut with the force of a physical blow, plunging the entire scene into a final suffocating darkness.